Hello, good evening. It's News 360 coming to you live from the News Hub here at Desawe Kanda. I am Portia Gabo.
And I am Martin Asiedu Data. These are the headlines for the next 1 hour.
News 360 Headlines is brought to you by
Flamingo Paint,
Pepsodent Charcoal and Pepsodent Herbal,
EcoBank, Nero Prime Water.
Former Deputy Defense Minister warns pirate attack on fishermen in the central region could cripple fishing communities that live in fear.
And also coming up tonight, Education Minister Haruna Idrisu says English remains Ghana's official language, although the ministry is promoting the use of local language in early primary education.
And later in the bulletin, Civil and Local Government Staff Association of Ghana CLOGSAG declares indefinite nationwide strike over delayed salary structure and conditions of service.
And coming up in business news, in some 35 minutes, Ghana signs bilateral debt restructuring agreement with Belgium as government nears completion of external debt overhaul.
On the international front, a new council established by a group of conservative Anglicans in Nigeria directly challenging the authority of Archbishop of Canterbury. We're live around the world on 3news.com. We are streaming on Facebook and on YouTube, and we always love to hear from you.
In our very first story, the Education Minister Haruna Idrisu has explained that English remains Ghana's official language. This is in response to concerns about some Ghanaian languages having an edge over others in the use of local languages as a medium for teaching.
Speaking on New Day, Haruna Idrisu emphasized the importance of mother tongue instruction in the early years, citing research that shows children learn better when taught in their own language.
I'm primarily very concerned is declining, and we need to strengthen foundational learning. Our partners, the Global Partnership for Education and others, have given us some 118 million to support foundational learning, and then to take advantage of play-based learning and matters relating to the use of local language, which I probably didn't communicate well. English remains Ghana's official language, but we are encouraging as much as possible the use of local language in the formative years, because children learn better evidentially when they are taught in their own language.
He noted that the government will invest in basic education, hence the decision to allocate more resources to the sector. Some schools continue to conduct classes under trees, and the government, as part of measures to improve education infrastructure, will this year construct 200 kindergarten blocks, 200 primary school blocks, and 200 junior high schools. On secondary education, the Minister of Education revealed that the World Bank is supporting the ministry with $300 million to convert a number of Category C schools to B and B schools to A.
The World Bank is supporting the Ministry of Education with $300 million to convert a number of Category C schools to B, a number of Category B schools to A, and expand infrastructure in the Category A schools. We've started engagement with the World Bank with procurement. On or about May, June, we should award contracts and get contractors with muscle to begin work, so that within a year, we should be able to expand access to free senior high school.
The Tamale South MP also addressed concerns about jobs for grassroots members of the NDC.
I've worked at the NDC headquarters for long, and generally, expectations are very, very high. And part of the expectation reflected in the disappointment in the previous government and the extraordinary mandate President Mahama won. But what NDC foot soldiers are comparing is that, under MPP, this one got a job, that one got a job. under NDC, it's been a year. I haven't gotten mine yet. When you are running an austere, disciplined economy, you may not be able to do some of the things that were done before. And I think that justifiable. I'll give you a personal example. Yesterday, as I woke up, I had to call a chief executive and tell him that my director of elections is still unemployed. You know why?
South.
Yes. I bring in over 60,000 votes. I don't want people to look at him and say, is it worth dying for Haruna?
Many members of the governing NDC have expressed disappointment over their inability to secure jobs after a year of the party's return to government.
Let's take you to the western region now, and I beg your pardon, to the upper west region now, where some relatives of victims of the Bole serial killing incident have expressed excitement following the conviction of Sharif Abdullahi, popularly known as Christos, by the Wa High Court. Christopher Mwakon was in Bole and has filed this report.
Between 2021 and July 2025, 22 persons mysteriously died with some of their body parts missing. 65-year-old father of 7, Yahya Jaja, was the last victim to die in such mysterious circumstances. He was found dead at the St. Kizito Primary B with his head chopped off.
Pit you see behind me happens to be the place where the last body that was allegedly killed and deposited was recovered or retrieved by residents.
On October 6, 2025, following sustained intelligence-led operations by the Ghana police in the Upper West region, prime suspect in the killing incident, Sharif Abdullahi, was arrested. After months of investigations, he was committed by the District Magistrate Court and subsequently arraigned before the High Court on March 4, 2026. On Wednesday, March 4, 2026, the Wa High Court, presided over by His Lordship Justice Osei-Wusu Entry, sentenced Sharif to life imprisonment after the accused pleaded guilty to killing 16 people in Wa, 5 in Bole, and 1 each in Bandankwanta and Bamboy. Reacting to the conviction, some relatives of victims of the Bole serial killing incident have expressed excitement following the conviction of Sharif Abdullahi, popularly known as Christos, by the Wa High Court. According to them, they are happy that justice has finally been served.
It was very panic in the town that maybe any time such incident happened, we feel very sad to do what? To go around the town and then to keep long in town in the night, especially in the night. So after when we heard he's arrested, I think nothing like that has ever happened again. And then my uncle, my brother was part of that incident happened. So currently we heard that he has been prosecuted and then jailed to prison, life imprisonment. We are very, very, very happy. We are most grateful to for giving us a justice. And then we are praying that such a thing shouldn't happen again in Bole here.
While the court has decided, we are also happy. And at first, how the town is, we are feared. We can't walk after 10 going to 11. But now we can walk after 10, 11 to 12. We are no more fear. And how the court has taken the decision, we are also okay with that.
And the Member of Parliament for Wa West constituency, Peter Tobu, has described the life imprisonment handed to convicted serial killer Sharif Abdullahi as a victory for justice. Our Upper West correspondent Ibrahim Wangara reports from Wa.
Addressing journalists after a closed-door meeting with the regional police commander on issues surrounding security, the Member of Parliament for Wa West, Peter Tobu, did not mince words on the sentencing of Sharif Abdullahi. The MP stressed that the ruling would restore confidence and security in the Upper West and Savannah regions.
It's a classical example of a successful prosecution, successful investigation. I am happy that at least this man who has tormented the Upper West region, tormented the Savannah region, to the point that the Upper West region was becoming a no-go area for even tourists. Today, the law has spoken very loudly, and he will find a very decent place in Isawon prison for many years to come if he's still alive. I will wish him well. Hopefully, maybe one day, he might be very useful in prisons to his colleagues. So, look, this is good news for us.
The High Court in Wa handed down the sentence to Sheriff Abdullahi, also known as Christus, for the murder of Issa Yahaya and 22 others. Some residents of Wa also expressed satisfaction with the verdict.
I'm very happy they imprisoned this man life imprisonment because the judges, they did very well. If Ghana here, if cases are always sued like this, I think we'll have peace. Some of us, we don't sit there. Look at an old man struggling, take care of his family. You kill him anyhow and throw the take part of his body and make money. And some of us will be inside struggling.
Maybe that will be a lesson for the other people that are already, like maybe if they are having the intention of doing it, maybe they'll stop or either to change their mind of doing that.
Actually, when I heard about the judgment, I was so pleased with it and I was happy about the way they took the matter and then the judgment that they passed. I was so excited.
We shift our attention now to the Central Region, where a former Deputy Defense Minister, Kofi Amankwa-Manu, says the recent pirate attack on fishers in the Central Region will have a negative effect on fishing communities, arguing that fisher folk now fear going to sea. Security of traders outside Ghana's borders and the accuracy of inflation figures took center stage as members of Parliament continue to debate the 2026 State of the Nation address.
Former Deputy Defense Minister Kofi Amankwa-Manu is of the view that this is unprecedented and has put fishermen under constant fear.
Mr. Speaker, is it not worrisome that for the first time in our history, we can have pirates coming as close as within 30 nautical miles of our waters? Pirates are pirates. They can strike at any time. But it is a responsibility of our leadership to prepare against any eventuality or attack from any pirate. This is going to have a negative impact on our fishing communities. Now, fisher folks, when they have to go to sea, we always have to be looking over their shoulders.
Pirates are pirates. They would attack. But the problem is, after the attack, we are looking at the response, the reaction of our security forces. Did we react or not? We did. In fact, there was a hot pursuit for those pirates. They were chased and they fled. Our Navy acted in coordination with our Air Force. Our fighter jets were in the sky. Our ships were on our waters. We were able to rescue all the affected fishermen. 71, not a single soul was lost. We should be full of commendation for our security forces.
He also denied assertions that there is insecurity in the country following attack and murder of some tomato traders in Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso is a country with territories well defined in international law. Ghana's security apparatus cannot cross over boundaries, borders, and provide for the security of our nationals in that country. Mr. Speaker, we are not the United States of America. And let me extend my condolence to our compatriots, the 8 of them who lost their lives. But when Ghanaians cross borders into foreign jurisdictions, their safety and security becomes the sole responsibility of the security apparatus of that country. Our security apparatus did not do anything wrong.
Ranking member on the Economy and Development Committee, Kojo Ponkroma, touched on the issue of inflation and indicated that government continuous sterilization of the economy could worsen the situation than what they imagine.
If what you are doing is heavily sterilizing about 62 billion Ghana cedis in the year 2025, and you are continuing with it, I'm telling you that inflation can even come down to zero with the method that you are using. But when people go out there and they are looking for an opportunity to even sell their goods, they will tell you that there's limited currency in circulation, there's very little money to generate demand. And Mr. Speaker, the sterilization they are doing
is costing the Bank of Ghana so much that already the Bank of Ghana is beginning to prepare the grounds about the cost of their open market operations and how it's affecting their books.
Beginning Monday, 9th March 2026, Parliament will begin extended sittings and ensure that the backlog of statement and other questions tabled for ministers are cleared as the House prepares to rise for the Easter holidays. Christian Yale, TV3 News, Parliament.
And away from Parliament, Lands Minister Emmanuel Armah Kofi-Boah, in the wake of the lithium mining royalty saga, introduced an amendment to the legislative instrument seeking to change the 5% fixed rate and replace it with a sliding scale royalty system, which allows the country to benefit when commodity prices increase on the world market. Well, that policy decision, however, is not sitting well with global superpowers and top mining executives in Wall Street, who argue the amendment will squeeze out profit margins and make operations expensive in the world's leading producer of gold. Senior sources engaged by Reuters say the royalty amendment has united mining companies who are pushing for a withdrawal of the LI from Parliament. But why is this important? And my colleague is standing by, Martin. He is here to walk us through the details. Martin.
Absolutely, Portia. Now, the conversation in Parliament started from when the Lands and Natural Resources Minister, following earlier conversations, said that Ghana needs to benefit more from its resources. So they introduced a sliding scale. Now, the difference between the first LI and the new one, the amended one, is that the first one was fixed, as in irrespective of how much gold we are able to extract or resources we are able to extract, when we sell it to our buyers on the international market, there is a fixed amount or percentage that we earn as a country. And so they want to change that. They have brought what they call the sliding scale, which means that now there is an upper limit and a lower limit. And if prices go up on the international market, we will benefit as well. We wouldn't be stuck at just one place, whether it goes up or not. And if it comes down, we are able to hedge and not fall too low beyond the scale. So this is what is happening right now on the international market. Gold has become, you know, the go-to for those who actually want to secure their futures, and especially because of the current global uncertainties, a lot of people are shifting away from dollar to purchase gold. Unfortunately, Ghana is in pole position because we are producing a lot more gold and a lot of attention is coming to us. At the close of 2024, gold was closing the world, the total amount that was likely to be earned from gold was 10.3 billion. And at close of 2025, that had doubled to about $20 billion. And so that was what the reality is. And if you listen to the president at the State of the Nation address, he says that there have been projections for the next 2 years for gold to still be the most sought after mineral. So Ghana is going to ensure that we benefit fully as a country from our resource. And this is primarily the conversation we are having. We were at a fixed rate of 5%. So whereas gold prices were increasing globally and the buyers or the international partners were enjoying a lot more profit, Ghana was still just enjoying 5%, which was later amended to 10% by the previous government. But Emmanuel Armah Kofi-Boah, the Honorable Minister in charge of Lands and Natural Resources, says that we have introduced a sliding scale. Now, that LI is in Parliament. It is yet to mature. If it does mature and goes through all the parliamentary processes, it means that between 9% and 12% will be our range. So if gold prices on the international market go up, we are likely to get up to at least 12% of whatever revenue is generated from the sale of the gold. If it does scale down after the 2-year window of projection that has been given, and maybe there's a lot more stability globally and prices of gold start falling, we are likely not to go anywhere beyond 9% of the total revenue that will be accrued from the gold we are selling. So this is the sliding scale, or it gives an idea of what the sliding scale looks like. If things stay as they are and there's a lot more purchase of gold, we are also likely to benefit as a country, because that is what has helped our current, the current economy in terms of the revenue we are generating. So if the current situation is anything to go by, where we are getting gold at the flat rate of that 5%, it meant that the last time we sold at that particular rate was 1 billion we got. If the new proposed scale of 9% and 12% kicks into action after the maturation of the LI in Parliament, then it means that if even gold falls and we hedge at that 9%, which is the lower of the scale, then we are likely to get about $1.8 billion if all situations stay constant. And if it does keep rising and we sell more gold and we calculate up to the highest of the scale, which is the 12%, we are likely to see a complete doubling of the 1.8 billion to 2.4 billion dollars, which is that it means that the country is not going to be at a flat rate of just 5%. Now this sliding scale puts us in a very good position to be benefiting from our most treasured resource, which is gold. So yeah, that is just to give you a perspective on an idea of what's been discussed in Parliament, what the LI seeks to do for us, and the benefits we also stand to gain as a country. Back to you, Portia.
Thank you so much, Martin. And let's continue with the rest of our stories to one headline story. And the Civil and Local Government Staff Association of Ghana, CLOGSAG, has declared a nationwide strike beginning Monday, March 9, 2026, citing government failure to implement a new salary structure and conditions of service agreed upon with the union. Executive Secretary of CLOGSAG, Isaac Bampoado, made the announcement earlier today.
Declaration of nationwide strike. Stay at home until further notice.
That's all. That's all.
A notice to all members of the Civil and Local Government Staff Association Ghana CLOGSAG. As you are aware, the National Executive Council of the Civil and Local Government Staff Association Ghana CLOGSAG on Thursday, 19 February 2026, gave notice of the intention of its members to proceed on a nationwide strike. The issue remained unresolved, and as a result, all staff of the civil service and local government service are required to stay at home with effect from Monday, 9th March 2026 until further notice. In 2023, after we had our discussions with government, Ken Oforiatta gave this salary structure to our members at Ministry of Finance. So as we speak now, some members of the civil service are enjoying the salary structure at the Ministry of Finance. So what is it, apartheid system of salary administration or what?
Well, Ghana will be 69 years old tomorrow, and as we prepare for our national parade, we find out for the second time it will be held at the seat of government, which is the forecourt of the Jubilee House, which is tomorrow, the 6th of March 2026. Kamla Kluche, our correspondent at the presidency, looks at how preparations have been progressing ahead of Friday's celebration.
For 2 years in a row, the current government is standing by a new cost-saving mechanism to have the Independence Day celebrations marked at the forecourt of the Jubilee House.
National salute!
Justification was the burdening bills government had to foot for its 69th celebrations. Preparations are in their final stages as the Air Force of the Ghana Armed Forces will lead the contingent of men in uniform for a colorful display of the parade. Government has been concerned about the health and safety of school children who are paraded under the scorching sun to observe the day. A stand with a new order as only a school is permitted to do the march past and display of cultural performance. The government earlier issued a statement and directive on the mode of accreditation for the media with insistence on ensuring strict compliance over the space available. President Mahama is expected to address the celebrations with the visiting Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis as the guests of honor. The event will most likely be under 2 hours.
In more news tonight, the Israeli ambassador to Ghana, Roy Gilad, has urged Ghanaian troops with the United Nations Interim Force in southern Lebanon to remain in their bases temporarily to reduce risks. Addressing the media at a news conference on the Israel-Iran war, the ambassador says there is the need for troops to take caution as military operations continue near the border.
This area between the border and the Litani River is where you see UNIFIL forces. Among the 5 regiments of UNIFIL, there is also a Ghanaian regiment. You have around 900 soldiers in South Lebanon. You are taking the central part of the front. We have actually asked, as the campaign in South Lebanon started, we asked all UNIFIL units. Their commands is somewhere here in Ras Nakura. It doesn't make any difference. We ask them to go back to the bases, stop patrolling in order again to mitigate the risk. And hopefully this request will be answered positively by UNIFIL headquarters.
In more news this evening, Ghanaian technology company Hubtel has partnered with Brainwave to train young learners in artificial intelligence. The initiative, organized under Brainwave AI's Explorers Club, aims to equip pupils, especially those from under-resourced communities, with practical digital skills and prepare them for the future of technology.
Dozens of pupils are being introduced to the fundamentals of artificial intelligence through a training program organized by Brainwave and supported by Hubtel. Participants are learning about ethical use of AI, prompt writing, and how artificial intelligence can support creativity and education.
Our children need to learn about how to learn, and also how to make very quick decisions, how to be confident, how to spot differences between what good technology is and what unneeded technology is. The leaders of this initiative have done a very great job to be able to drive this program.
During practical sessions, pupils experimented with AI tools to generate images and explore creative possibilities. For many of them, it was their first experience using artificial intelligence technology.
My friends, I'll tell them I learned something about AI and what AI can do. AI can create images, and then AI can help us with money, because you can establish your money into AI and you can generate works using AI.
Organizers say the program is structured to guide learners from curiosity to innovation. After the introductory stage in the AI Explorers Club, students can advance to more practical levels, focused on building projects and developing solutions to real-world challenges.
We want to be builders, and I think this is a great initiative to lead the next generation into thinking about not just how AI can serve them, but how we can integrate AI into the way we do things and empower our communities.
Facilitators say the 4-week program has already helped participants develop digital literacy skills and build confidence using computers and emerging technologies. With continued private sector support, organizers believe initiatives like this could play a key role in preparing Ghana's youth for the opportunities of the digital future.
Still watching News360 on TV3, the pre-Independence Day edition. Stay with us. We have business, sports, entertainment all coming up.
I love President Charcoal. Why?
When there are so many other charcoal toothpaste.
That's both charcoal and lemon. Oh.
It's time to explore Ghana again. From 19th to 22nd March, join the Ghana Month Expedition. 3 regions, 4 days. Eastern, Ashanti, Central. We kick it off in Eastern region. Chocolate experiences, fresh farm fruits, Safari Valley lunch with zebras and exotic animals, Bonsu Eco Park for canopy walks and ziplining, and then party at the Rock City Hotel. Ashanti takes over. Bonre Kente Museum, Kumasi Museum, Komfornochi Source Site, Lake Bosomtri for hiking adventures and sleepover at Rich Condos. Central brings the history. Asing Manso, Cape Coast Castle, plus lunch by the coast. Then a Crown Resort vacation, quad biking, horse riding, water adventures. All this for 6,500 Ghana Cedi single, 5,500 Ghana Cedi shared rooms, and 10,500 Ghana Cedis couple. You're interested, right? Call now 0531 100927 or 0247 120 633. Ghana Month Expedition, 19th to 22nd March. Don't just watch Ghana, experience it. It's time to explore Ghana again. From 19th to 22nd March, join the Ghana Month Expedition. 3 regions, 4 days. Eastern, Ashanti, Central. We kick it off in Eastern region. Chocolate experiences, fresh farm fruits, Safari Valley lunch with zebras and exotic animals, Bonsu Eco Park for canopy walks and ziplining, and then party at the Rock City Hotel. Ashanti takes over. Bonre Kente Museum, Kumasi Museum, Komfornochi Source Site, Lake Bosomtri for hiking adventures and sleepover at Rich Condos. Central brings the history. Asing Manso, Cape Coast Castle, plus lunch by the coast. Then a Crown Resort vacation, quad biking, horse riding, water adventures. All this for 6,500 Ghana Cedi single, 5,500 Ghana Cedi shared rooms, and 10,500 Ghana Cedis couple. You're interested, right? Call now 0531 100927 or 0247 120 633. Ghana Month Expedition, 19th to 22nd March. Don't just watch Ghana, experience it. It's time to explore Ghana again. From 19th to 22nd March, join the Ghana Month Expedition. 3 regions, 4 days. Eastern, Ashanti, Central. We kick it off in Eastern region. Chocolate experiences, fresh farm fruits, Safari Valley lunch with zebras and exotic animals, Bonsu Eco Park for canopy walks and ziplining, and then party at the Rock City Hotel. Ashanti takes over. Bonre Kente Museum, Kumasi Museum, Komfornochi Source Site, Lake Bosomtri for hiking adventures and sleepover at Rich Condos. Central brings the history. Asing Manso, Cape Coast Castle, plus lunch by the coast. Then a Crown Resort vacation, quad biking, horse riding, water adventures. All this for 6,500 Ghana Cedi single, 5,500 Ghana Cedi shared rooms, and 10,500 Ghana Cedis couple. You're interested, right? Call now 0531 100927 or 0247 120 633. Ghana Month Expedition, 19th to 22nd March. Don't just watch Ghana, experience it. It's time to explore Ghana again. From 19th to 22nd March, join the Ghana Month Expedition. 3 regions, 4 days. Eastern, Ashanti, Central. We kick it off in Eastern region. Chocolate experiences, fresh farm fruits, Safari Valley lunch with zebras and exotic animals, Bonsu Eco Park for canopy walks and ziplining, and then party at the Rock City Hotel. Ashanti takes over. Bonre Kente Museum, Kumasi Museum, Komfornochi Source Site, Lake Bosomtri for hiking adventures and sleepover at Rich Condos. Central brings the history. Asing Manso, Cape Coast Castle, plus lunch by the coast. Then a Crown Resort vacation, quad biking, horse riding, water adventures. All this for 6,500 Ghana Cedi single, 5,500 Ghana Cedi shared rooms, and 10,500 Ghana Cedis couple. You're interested, right? Call now 0531 100927 or 0247 120 633. Ghana Month Expedition, 19th to 20th.
Perfume.
Hello there, good evening and welcome to the business segment here on News 360. I am Michael Obodu. Now, the National Investment Bank NIB has commissioned and revamped branches at Airport, City House and Parliament. The development is as part of their 2026 plan to upgrade spaces, boost service and level up digital and physical banking.
The National Investment Bank remains a major financial force behind key developmental projects in manufacturing, mining, energy, trade and export businesses in Ghana. As part of its drive to improve customer experience, the bank commissioned the Airport, City House and Parliament branches, adding to its growing portfolio. The Minister for Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts, Ablaji Fakomashi, lauded the initiative.
We are patting them on the back and saying, good job. And so when I got a call from NIB, my heart really smiled with joy. Not because the bank thought this is the best idea, but because the bank believes in the industry. And the fact that when the industry players make money, guess where they will send it? Right here to the bank. And so it's a collaboration that I'm particularly proud of.
The Acting Chief Client Experience and Corporate Communications Officer of NIB, Esther Prempe, said the bank will continue to support customers through partnerships.
As a bank, we are not just debiting and crediting and taking people's monies, but then we're also looking at ways to improving the livelihoods of our customers. And we believe this is a gesture and a noble way of also throwing our weight behind this initiative. So NIB is very proud to be associating with this gesture. As we support this initiative, we'll be supporting the lives of our customers.
The National Investment Bank PLC also launched its Fugu Wednesday Wear initiative in Tamale to promote Ghana's cultural heritage and stimulate growth within the textile and creative industries.
Now, a children's caretaker, Mary Cha Asumedu, has won 100,000 cedis in the grand finale of the Camel Treasure Hunt promotion Season 2. Now, the promotion was to reward loyal customers of PZ Cousins and to strengthen collaboration among manufacturers, participants and distributors of Camel products.
The Camel Treasure Hunt Promotion Season 2, which commenced on the 14th of November 2025, came to an end on 15th February 2026. The 13-week promotion was to honor loyal customers of PZ Cousins. To participate in the promotion, customers had to purchase any Camel antiseptic liquid, scratch the panel to get a letter C, A, M, E, and L, and be the first to collect all the letters that spell out Camel. Some customers won airtime, weekly cash prizes, as well as monthly shopping sprees by taking part in the promo. Category Manager at PZ Cousins Ghana, Dorothy Opare Akolate, said the event is to promote outdoor adventure, teamwork, and community engagement.
It was about giving back to the community, but in the form they would value the most, which is money. Everyone wants money to ease their life, and that is what Camel does. We let you say yes to life, live life freely. We're here to kill the germs, protect you and your family, and in that same way, Camel Treasure Hunt is here to give you back where you need it the most, which is cash.
The grand prize winner, Mary Echia Isumedu, who is a children's caretaker at Nungwa, said she would use her prize money to further her university education.
I bought 5 this one bottles and I got all the letters. I wasn't expecting to win, but God being so good, I've won the money and I'm so happy about it. I intend to use the money to further education. It's not a scam, it's real. Yeah. So they should keep on buying Camel products, and surely there'll be another promo which there'll be a winner out there.
The promotion was supervised by the National Lottery Authority.
And before we go, Ghana has signed a bilateral debt restructuring agreement with Belgium, marking another step towards completing the country's external debt restructuring program following the economic crisis of 2022 to 2023. This forms part of ongoing efforts to restore debt sustainability and stabilize the country's public finances.
Speaking at the signing ceremony, Minister for Finance Dr. Cassia Lato-Forsen recalled the difficult period Ghana endured during the crisis, which forced the government at the time to declare a debt default. According to him, the country is now witnessing a gradual economic turnaround as fiscal consolidation measures and reforms begin to take effect. Dr. Forsen explained that Ghana is nearing the completion of its external debt restructuring program, noting that the agreement with Belgium represents another important milestone in the process. He disclosed that Belgium has become the 8th country within the official creditor committee to conclude a bilateral restructuring agreement with Ghana. The finance minister also expressed appreciation to the government and the people of Belgium for their cooperation and support throughout the restructuring process. Belgium's ambassador to Ghana, Carol van Eyl, reaffirmed her country's commitment to supporting Ghana as it navigates the aftermath of the economic crisis. She commended the government's efforts to restore macroeconomic stability and expressed satisfaction at the successful conclusion of the restructuring agreement. Ambassador Van Eyl added that Belgium looks forward to strengthening cooperation with Ghana as the country continues on its path toward economic recovery.
And that'll be all for the business segment here on News 360. I am Michael Obodu. We'll bring you updates now from the currency and the commodities market.
One, two, three, let's go.
I'm way too hot. I'm too spirited. I'm cool tempered. This is my chance to see you. My girls are hips you. I love my soccer. All my ladies taste like sugar. I'm made in Ghana. I'm made in Ghana. I'm made in Ghana. I'm made in Ghana. You can take me to London. I'm made in Ghana. But I'm made in Ghana. 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 You can take me to London. I'm made in Ghana. You can take me to Lagos. But I'm made in Ghana.
Like a besi kotoka. Boga unity ya on the car. You can say voice I share then your temperature. Now you bottom one some pocket pressure. Now still you did that. I show one show love you be my boss with ya see so when I treat the best I have to some of the fans why yeah Rasta man say one low from bullet to Accra one soul then you now see the ya one do kill a will in the fire one go but a man day they want chop rango but some few ones day they want show gonna be the gateway not be the window you not Ghana for representing a young show and for die Mexica and when you change the past so now none of the woman and I best you will say you will say why you miss that oh my God about the rapper but you run there to stop I'm ready I'm ready I'm ready you can take me to Ghana you can take me to Lagos but I'm ready Ghana I want two let's go
too hot. I'm too spirited. I'm cool tempered. This is my chance to see you. My girls are hips, you. I love my soccer. All my ladies taste like shoes.
Sports segment is brought to you by Sasso Insecticide Spray and Coil.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to the sports segment here on News 360 with me, Oreku Ampofo. After discussions between the Confederations of African Football and its partners, FIFA, and other stakeholders, CAF has decided to reschedule the date of the Total Energies CAF Women's Africa Cup of Nations 2026 to July 25 to August 16, 2026 to ensure the success of this women's competition, which is deemed as important in the light of certain unforeseen circumstances. The following three sports report has more.
The Confederation of African Football has officially rescheduled the 2026 Women's African Cup of Nations. The tournament was initially scheduled to take place in Morocco from the 17th of March. However, due to unforeseen circumstances, the association have pushed the tournament to the 25th of July to the 16th of August. But the tournament will now be hosted in a time where there is no international break, as there are only 4 more international breaks on the FIFA women's calendar, which are in April, June, October, and from the 24th of November to the 5th of December, which means the tournament will be hosted in a time where women's club football is still very much active, and that could pose a problem for players who play in top flight leagues to come down to their countries to honor the tournament, which also serves as a World Cup qualifier. Then again, CAF did not mention whether the tournament will still be hosted in Morocco or will be scheduled to South Africa, as has been reported already.
Now, from the women's national team, let's move to the men's senior national team, where the Black Stars of Ghana will face Wales for the first time ever in the senior men's international fixture at the Cardiff City Stadium on Tuesday, June 2, 2026. The match will mark the first time an African country has played in Wales. Ghana have already confirmed friendly against Austria, Germany and Mexico, and this would give Coach Otuado another test in preparing his team for the World Cup in Canada, Mexico, United States of America. Remember that Ghana are in Group L in the World Cup alongside England, Panama and Croatia. Or before we go, still on the World Cup, Walid Regragui has left his role as head coach of the Moroccan national team with immediate effect. Now, Regragui's exit marks a significant moment for Moroccan football, particularly given the timing of the decision so close to the 2026 World Cup. The decision comes just months before the start of the competition, throwing the North African side into an unexpected transition period as preparations intensify for the global showpiece. Sources indicate that the Moroccan Football Federation has already identified a potential successor, with Mohamed Ouabi emerging as the favorite to take over the vacant position. You can get more sports updates on our social media handles at 3Sports GH. My name is Oreku Ampofo, and entertainment news is up next.
It's time to explore Ghana again. From 19th to 22nd March, join the Ghana Month Expedition. 3 regions, 4 days. Eastern, Ashanti, Central. We kick it off in Eastern region. Chocolate experiences, fresh farm fruits, Safari Valley lunch with zebras and exotic animals, Bonsu Eco Park for canopy walks and ziplining, and then party at the Rock City Hotel. Ashanti takes over. Bonre Kente Museum, Kumasi Museum, Komfornochi Source Site, Lake Bosumtri for hiking adventures and sleepover at rich condos. Central brings the history at Singmanso, Cape Coast Castle, plus lunch by the coast. Then a Crown Resort vacation, quad biking, horse riding, water adventures. All this for 6,500 Ghana cedis single, 5,500 Ghana cedis shared rooms, and 10,500 Ghana cedis couple. You're interested, right? Call now 0531 100927 or 0247 120 633. Ghana Month Expedition, 19th to 22nd March. Don't just watch Ghana, experience it. It's time to explore Ghana again. From 19th to 22nd March, join the Ghana Month Expedition. 3 regions, 4 days. Eastern, Ashanti, Central. We kick it off in Eastern region. Chocolate experiences, fresh farm fruits, Safari Valley lunch with zebras and exotic animals, Bonsu Eco Park for canopy walks and ziplining, and then party at the Rock City Hotel. Ashanti takes over. Bonre Kente Museum, Kumasi Museum, Komfonochi Source Site, Lake Bosumtri for hiking adventures and sleepover at rich condos. Central brings the history at Singmanso, Cape Coast Castle, plus lunch by the coast. Then a Crown Resort vacation, quad biking, horse riding, water adventures. All this for 6,500 Ghana cedis single, 5,500 Ghana cedis shared rooms, and 10,500 Ghana cedis couple. You're interested, right? Call now 0531 100927 or 0247 120 633. Ghana Month Expedition, 19th to 22nd March. Don't just watch Ghana, experience it. It's time to explore Ghana again. From 19th to 22nd March, join the Ghana Month Expedition. 3 regions, 4 days. Eastern, Ashanti, Central. We kick it off in Eastern region. Chocolate experiences, fresh farm fruits, Safari Valley lunch with zebras and exotic animals, Bonsu Eco Park for canopy walks and ziplining, and then party at the
Entertainment news segment is brought to you by GTP Lifestyle
and Napa Foods. Heaven Black Insecticide Spray and Coil.
Powered by 3 Entertainment.
Segment as part of Media General celebration of Ghana Month. The excitement is building at the iconic Ghana Village right here at TV3 premises. Tonight, the pre-independence bazaar is in full swing, promising fun, culture and entertainment for everyone. From complimentary treats, let's cross over to see what's happening over there at the village.
We're not in studio. I'm coming to you live from the Ghana Village right here at the TV3 premises. My name is Noella Donko. Now, as you can see behind me, the energy is high. The fun is exciting. Listen, there's so much fun going on here. So much to eat and drink, a lot of games going around, and so many attendees have come together to celebrate with us at this Friday Bazaar. Now, mind you, it's a Friday Bazaar because every single Friday in the month of March, we're going to be having this. But because of Independence tomorrow, it is happening today, Thursday, the 5th of March, 2026. But I have some attendees here that are going to join me. Please come on. We'll have a little chit-chat to find out how the experience has been so far. Sweetheart, what's your name? Where are you from?
Hey. My name is Angelina Sapando and I'm a student of Unimag.
I'm interested to find out how you heard about this in the first place.
Okay, I got a message and a link from my friend, so I decided to join.
Wonderful, but you've been here for a while.
Yes.
Did you get a free food?
Yes, please, and I really enjoyed it.
And how has the experience been so far?
Oh, I'm very happy and I'm very honored to be part of this program. Like, I haven't been to a program like this, so I'm very excited that I'm able to experience some.
Indeed, and that is what TV3 gives you. Thank you so much. Let's have some more attendees. What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Ellen from Unimag.
So how did you hear about it?
So I heard it from a friend.
Okay, and how's the experience been so far?
Oh, so far I'm enjoying myself, yeah.
You get a free food as promised?
Yeah, I did, and I really enjoyed it, yes.
Right, we love it. But we also promised that we're going to give the Korea experience. And so we're going to go in there. Some people are getting massage, so come with me. Let's show you what that place looks like. So, currently we have someone enjoying their massage. So once you come, there's a space here. It's a very coded space. Don't worry, nobody's going to see you while you're in here. This is just for the purposes of the camera. But you can see our ladies here giving this wonderful lady a good massage. Listen, the number of fingers going around here, you can see. But sweetheart, you got to speak to me. I want to find out from you, how's the reception been so far?
The reception base at Airport Residential Area is all low, to be precise here.
But I mean, since we started today, we've had people coming in here. What are they saying about the experience?
Oh, the experience is very nice. All of them are rating it 5-star. It's very, very nice, yes. And they are all happy about it, yes.
And we're going to be having this every single Friday right here at the Ghana Village, yeah? So anybody can come through and experience it?
Yes, please. Everybody is welcome. So you can come in, walk in any time that you want to come.
Well, we're going to leave her to enjoy her massage. So we're going to come here. And we also have the gentlemen, okay? So for the ladies, oh, I'm being sandwiched, guys. Okay. So if you also want to come by, we're still here at the Ghana Village. It's all about the Friday bazaar right here. I'm sandwiched by these very strong men. If you want a massage, they can get that for you. So we're going to the games. Some games are going on. Some people are winning, some people are losing. How is it going? Who is winning?
At this point, I'm the one losing.
You guys have won already. You're out. Yes, I'm out, and I'm so happy. Sweetheart, how is it going?
It's not going well at all. It's not going well.
So, but wait, how many do you have left?
One, just one.
And you two won. Well, all the best to both of you. So play, let's go. And just like that, we have our winner. These are some of the sceneries right here from the Ghana Village. You can get so many drinks. We have slushies in the corner. We have local drinks here. And it's just a vibe right here at the Ghana Village. So please do make sure that you pass through. It's an amazing time right here. So please, I'm going to hand it over to you right in the studio. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Noella, and it's all fun and excitement. It's not too late. Just come over to the premises of TV3 and have the experience. And
yes.
Martin can't wait to leave this place for the Korea
Right. So clearly, we are celebrating the Ghana month in extraordinary fashion. So there's a lot of food to eat. There's a lot to drink. There's a lot of mingling and connecting. So do make a date and join us here every Friday throughout the month of March, and then have a good time here as well. Let's find out what's happening on the international front. And a new council has been established by a group of conservative Anglicans in Nigeria, directly challenging the authority of the Archbishop of Canterbury and aiming to lead the global Anglican communion. The newly formed body is named the Global Anglican Council and was announced on Thursday. The group staunchly opposes liberal shifts within parts of the communion, including the ordination of women and greater inclusion of LGBTQ+ members. Last October, the group notably criticized the Church of England's appointment of Sarah Mullally as its first female Archbishop of Canterbury. It will comprise bishops, clergy and lay members, all of whom will possess voting privileges. Rwandan Archbishop Dr. Laurent Mbanda was unanimously elected as the chair of the council, though it was stressed he would not serve as primus inter pares, or first among equals, but rather share power with the lady.
And that's it for News 360. Thank you so much for your time. I am Portia Gabo.
And I am Martin Asedudate. Bye for now.